Have you ever experienced something you couldn't explain, something beyond logic? Many English learners feel confused when trying to express emotions or strange events in English. That's because emotional language is different. It lives between the lines. And the best way to learn it is to feel it. One of the best ways to learn English is through stories. Stories don't just teach you words, they show you how to think, feel, and speak in English naturally. If you're ready to experience English in a new way, like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to Trueling. Eli had worn the same watch every day for years. It wasn't expensive or new. The strap was scratched, the glass slightly cracked. But it had belonged to his grandfather, and that made it priceless to him. The ticking sound was soft, constant, almost comforting. He never took it off, not while sleeping, not even in the shower. It was a cold, bright morning when the silence hit him. He was walking to class when he noticed something strange. The street was full of sound, cars, footsteps, conversations, but something was missing. It took him a moment to realize the ticking had stopped. He raised his wrist. The second hand was frozen. The time, exactly 8:13. Eli frowned. The battery must have died, he thought. But it had been working perfectly just minutes ago. That's when his phone rang. Unknown number. He hesitated, then picked up. "Is this Eli Hayes?" a quiet voice asked. "Yes, who's this?" "I'm calling from Memorial Hospital. Your friend Jordan was in an accident this morning." Eli's blood ran cold. "Is he okay?" "He's stable now." It happened around 8:13. The world seemed to tilt slightly. 8:13. Eli looked at his watch again. Still frozen. He didn't remember the train ride to the hospital. Everything felt distant, like walking through fog. When he arrived, Jordan was asleep, his head bandaged, and running slowly into his arm. A nurse explained that it had been a bad crash. The car flipped. But somehow, he had survived. Eli sat beside the bed for hours. He didn't speak. He didn't cry. He just listened, to the beeping machines, the hallway footsteps, and the quiet in his own chest. Later that night, when Jordan finally opened his eyes, he whispered one thing. "You were there," he said. "Just for a second." Eli stared at him. "What do you mean?" "I don't know. I was upside down. Glass everywhere. And suddenly I saw you, standing by the road. You looked scared." "I wasn't there," Eli said slowly. "I was on my way to class." Jordan smiled faintly. "Maybe not your body." Eli didn't know what to say. He looked down at his wrist again. The watch still hadn't moved. He never got it fixed. In the weeks that followed, he wore it anyway. Not to tell time, but to remember that some moments are bigger than we understand. Some connections go beyond what we can explain. And sometimes, when something breaks inside us, the world around us breaks a little too, just enough to remind us we're not alone. In today's story, we saw emotional language in action. Phrases like, "his blood ran cold," "the world seemed to tilt," and "not to tell time, but to remember," give your English depth. We also saw indirect speech, time expressions like, around 8:13, and past perfect used for earlier events. We post stories like this every day to help you grow your English with feeling and meaning. Like this video, subscribe to Trueling, and tell us in the comments, have you ever felt something before it happened? See you in the next video.